Dry boots on the cellar floor, moonlight through the slats, a tin cup full of memories, and a pocket full of brass. Used to polish toes before the chapel bell would ring. Now the leather's grown a crust of mud and crooked winter things. Mama taught me how to pray, told me right from wrong, but these hands learned a darker hymn when the night grew long. There's gravel by the sidetrack where the boys went down like rain. There's a fence with names choked out and a hairline crack of pain. I still breathe, but the light won't find me, no. I walk these hollow rooms with a shadow on my coat. I brought the night back, restless to the house that used to hold her warm. She's gone, but I wrap her shirt around me when the cold comes close. I'm not dead, I'm just undone, stumbling under this heavy moon. Left my brother where the red dust curls like smoke at dawn. Called his name until my throat was cut and silence answered on. I've got pictures burned into the glass behind my eyes. Every street I pass remembers how the quiet turns to cries. Wore the guilt like a second skin, tried to scrub it from my sleeve, but the Bible on the mantle waits for mercy it won't receive. I still breathe, but the light won't find me, no. I walk these hollow rooms with a shadow on my coat. I brought the night back, restless to the house that used to hold her warm. She's gone, but I wrap her shirt around me when the cold comes close. I'm not dead, I'm just undone, stumbling under this heavy moon. Filled the sink with water black as old regrets and coal. Tried to wash the stain away, but can't get back what stole. A porch light blinks like judgment on a hinge that's lost its will. A coat rack full of empty and an echo on the sill. I kiss the smoke of distant fires to remember burning bright. Wake up with my jaw clenched tight, chest pounding through the night. No hymns at dawn, just iron rails and a wind that won't forgive. No angel traced in dust on the porch, just the shape of how I live. I bargain with the stars for a sin. Stumble through the dark until the broken parts pretend. I still breathe, but the light won't find me, no. Every window holds a ghost I used to know. I brought the night home heavy, set it down beside the door. She's gone, but I press the fabric to my face and pray for more. I'm not dead, I'm just a man who can't sleep under the moon. Boots by the threshold, mud dried like old regret. The night keeps every secret that my lips ain't learned to let. If salvation comes to call, it'll have to crawl slow through the gloom. Till then I keep her shirt against my chest and let the cold consume.
Radio static, church bell far off, rain on a tin roof. A cigarette burns slow, like a clock that won't forgive. I used to open doors with a grin and a steady hand. I pick what I can earn from the pockets of this land. Had a heart soft as cotton till the world ripped it wide. Now I hollow out the night and drown the man inside. Left a kid on a highway with the sun on his face. He shouted something sacred, I turned and gave the place to grace. Came back with pockets full of rust and a jaw full of lies. So I meet the night with a bottle and teach my shadow to hide. I drink to bury all the good I used to be. I raise another glass and pray the glass forgets me. Every bottle's just a map that leads me farther from the light. I drink to sleep through sorrow and wake up thirsty for the fight. She left a sweater draped over a motel chair, perfume like a rain. I wear her fabric like a sin that keeps me warm against the pain. Kissed her once behind a neon, swore the world would be alright. Now I sleep with ghosts and morning tastes like cigarette and spite. Preacher stopped by Sunday, eyes soft as a plea. Said, boy, redemption's near. I told him mercy wasn't free. Held a pistol to my memory. It felt like closing a door. But the bottle talked me further, said there's one more bar to pour. I drink to bury all the good I used to be. Raise another glass and pray the glass forgets me. Every bottle's just a map that leads me farther from the light. I drink to sleep through sorrow and wake up thirsty for the fight. Mirror shows a stranger with my scar and my name. He smiles, but there's no love in it, just a ledger of blame. I used to be clean-handed, proud and plain and small. Now I trade in midnight currency, whiskey, morphine, and gall. Brought home afraid of sin, like proof pinned on my chest. Said I did what I had to do, and God can take the rest. She haunts the rooms like morning, soft and sharp as winter glass. And I keep walking through the wreckage like some cheap unblessed cast. Prayed on bent knees, but heaven answered in echoes and dust. More forgiveness at the counter, and learned that nothing's just. Tried to stitch my hands back to the man I used to know, but stitches bleed and secrets swell where truth should grow. So I tip another night into the hollow of my mouth. Hope that liquor is a passport to a place I can't go south. I drink to drown the parts I broke into the floor. One more swallow, one more night, maybe I won't feel anymore. Each bottle is a promise, signed in trembling, fading ink. I drink to sleep through sorrow so I don't have to think. Morning finds me same as ever, coat pulled up to hide the scars. Ashes in an empty cup, a small cathedral of cigars. If there's a reckoning tomorrow, let the sunrise find me late. For now I keep the company of glass and quiet hate. Radio static, church bell far off, rain on a tin roof. A cigarette burns slow, and I pretend I'm bulletproof.
Slide of a pickup, radio half dead, neon humming like a hymn for the damned. Woke up chasing sunbeams that turned to smoke, boots on the mattress, nights that never spoke. Hands I used to fold and I shake for corns and bread. The morning's just a bruise where light used to tread. I dug a shallow promise in the red dust plain, left a name on a tag and a memory of rain. Prayed in the pillowcases stained with someone else's sins, but heaven's gates they close when your ledger never ends. There's grit in my vision where the dawn should be, shadow company walking the miles inside me. I traded hymns for static, prayer for a load,
and every mile marker feels like a graveside road. Ash in my sideline, coal in my chest, ghosts on the dashboard, no rest for the restless. Carry the night like a coat on my spine. I ain't blind, I just watch the world decline. Ash and shadow, one-man war. I brought the weight back to settle the score. She left a jacket on the motel's cold chair, smelled like burned coffee and reckless prayer. I kissed the memory where the linoleum cracked. Now I kiss the dark where the light won't come back. Mirrors show a stranger with embers for eyes, a crooked saint with a calendar of goodbyes. I keep saying grace like it's a secret code, but empty churches echo with the same old code. Tattoos of moments that never learn to heal, dog tags dangling from a past I can't unfeel. I hum a hymn to keep the sirens from my ears, but every chorus turns to ash and disappears. Used to be a backbone, used to stand firm. Now I trace names on walls where the candle worms burn. I beg for morning, in the morning begged back. Told me war was the rent and sorrow was the tax. I dragged the aftermath home, hand soaked in red, laid it on the steps where angels fear to tread. No brass on the casket, no flag to fold, just a looping thread of stories left untold. The code still wraps like rope round every regret. I haven't quit fighting, I just forgot the bet. I wear her silence like a talisman of night, and every sober dawn keeps pushing me to fight. Ash in my sideline, coal in my chest, ghosts on the dashboard, no rest for the restless. I carry the night like a coat on my spine. I ain't blind, I just watch the world decline. Ash and shadow, one-man war. I brought the weight back to settle the score. Full of motel lights where sinners trade names, a box of brittle photographs and a map of old flames. I count the quiet between the clocks, then ticks, scratch my name in the dust with a pocket knife of legs. If mercy comes at midnight, it passed me by the door, left a thank you note on the floorboards, then it ran for shore. I pray to a ceiling that remembers my youth, but the rafters only echo the hard-hearted truth. Ash in my sideline, coal in my chest, ghosts on the dashboard, no rest for the restless. Carry the night like a coat on my spine. I ain't blind, I just watch the world decline. Shadow, one-man war. I brought the weight back, I'm keeping score. Engine coughs like an old man's final breath, tires hum a hymn for the half alive and left. Her jacket still warm on the motel chair. I fold it close and take it anywhere. Ash in my eyes, smoke book in my song. I keep driving roads that don't belong.
Whiskey on the windowsill don't cuts like a knife. Prayers left on the mantle, but they don't buy my life. I used to fold my hands before the sun came up, wash the dust a day away with holy water and luck. Now mornings taste like iron, and my mouth knows sin. Rent's paid with quiet bargains, a debt I keep within. I traded clean for corn when the bills came down. Been carrying ash and favor like a cross through town. I sleep with the cold of the barrel pressed to my bone. Wake to the echo of footsteps that never come home. You say I'm forgiven, but the smoke won't clear. Nights full of whispering thunder, and I still hear. I wake, I watch the flames climb higher. Home's a hollow echo, sleep's a ring of fire. Left a brother buried where the red dirt drinks the sun. Called his name into the wind called me undone. Her porch light's gone to yellow like a moth that's lost its way. Her perfume haunts the hallways where my footprints fray. I wear the shirt she left me like a map to feeling whole, but fabric keeps the memory and tears through my soul. I sleep with the cold of the barrel pressed to my bone. Wake to the echo of footsteps that never come home. You say I'm forgiven, but the smoke won't clear. Nights full of whispering thunder, and I still hear. I wake, I watch the flames climb higher. Home's a hollow echo, sleep's a ring of fire. Preacher reads the same lines every Sunday, same refrain. Says the book can save a man from the holler of his shame. But sermons fold like paper in a rain that knows my name. No altar cleans the kind of dying that I claim. So I keep the iron warm inside the shadow of my bed, counting sins like constellations over a head of lead. If heaven's door is waiting, it's burned from where I've stood. Saints whisper in the rafters, but the heavens do no good. I bargain with the moonlight, trade my sleep for watchful dread. Pray a crooked prayer for mercy from the things I've fed. I sleep with the cold of the barrel against my skin. Dreams full of smoked out chapels where the light won't get in. You say there's pardon waiting, but the night keeps score. And every quiet heartbeat is a knock upon my door. I wake, the stars are cinders higher. Home's just an ember, and I keep feeding the fire. on the doorstep, went in to find the dark. Lit a candle for the living, but it only marks the mark. If grace will ever find me, let it find me as I stand. Hand on a hollow promise, shadow in my hand.